It is crazy to me how you five are like the only ones of all of my D&D groups to always be here and in game on time. Like no loading issues really. Like usually you guys are all here just it's 4:00 and you're ready to play D&D. You've got like the knife and the fork like in your hand. You're like pounding the table like, we want D&D, we want D&D.
I wonder if it's because we've been, beaten into submission. You're going to log into your character and be raid ready at this time, 15 minutes prior to 15 minutes prior.
I like the raid readiness. It's like, hey, did you guys show up with your consumables? And you guys have like snacks and drinks ready? You're like, yeah. I've got consumables. Good. I hope you guys brought your food buff. I have my file. It's lemon LaCroix, and it gives me it gives me -1 to dry mouth during the session.
Nadina.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But when I hit pop out on my character sheet, it's broken.
Oh no! Then pop it in.
I'm gonna reload. Maybe that'll fix it.
Yeah, you might have to just reload.
I still can't believe. I don't understand how anybody drinks LaCroix. My wife loves it, and I tell her it tastes like TV static in another room.
I just want a non-sugary drink that like is more interesting than water.
I've been doing the lemonade packets, little crystal light things in my.
Oh yeah, I can't. I'm allergic to aspartame, so I can't have
no kidding.
big sugar. Yeah.
All right.
I feel you there.
Now, I can do like sucralose, like all the other. It's like stevia. That's fine. Aspartame, I can't do it.
Allergic. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, friends.
Yeah.
I've got a Dr. Pepper. I need help deciding my mix.
Jägermeister.
What are you mixing with Dr.
Good
Pepper?
fucking Christ, Jody.
Wow, Jody.
I've got an airport bottle of Jack and Crown.
Crown.
Jack and
Crown.
Crown.
The Crown.
Crown. Jack is disgusting.
Jack.
Jack is amazing.
I would
There's
say
nothing wrong
Crown
with
too.
Jack, but I think the Crown
I would do
mix
the
better than
Crown.
Dr. Pepper.
I would do the
Crown is
Crown.
so much better.
I'm not sure if the vanilla. I'm not sure if the vanilla in Crown or the vanilla taste in Crown would go well with the Dr. Pepper.
But Dr. Pepper has a vanilla
You never
version,
had a vanilla
so straight
Dr. Pepper?
up, yeah.
It's amazing.
No.
Vanilla Dr. Pepper is
Vanilla
amazing.
Dr. Pepper is
All right,
actually
then do the
legit.
Crown. And do the Crown.
Yeah,
Crown.
I just
Crown.
think it's gonna mix better. Not that the Jack Daniels would be bad. I
Mhm.
just think it would be better.
Oh,
Jack
I
Daniels
have
is-
had Jack and Coke, Jack and Dr. Pepper. I have had it. It is quite good.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
that's pretty standard.
And I guess I'm drinking the local
But I mean,
brew.
like, if it was up to anything, if you wanted to have fun, Jägermeister root beer, great combination.
Jägermeister root beer.
literally
That
tastes
sounds like
pure
college.
sugar.
Yeah.
Pure
It's-
molasses.
That sounds like waking up and like your eyes are stuck together, not with tears, but with like syrup.
You feel
you're
like
like
the bottom of a taxi cab.
Yeah, you smell like
and-
it too.
And you have a dick drawn on you. For some
Yeah,
reason.
exactly.
Oh my god, that sounds like the last time I met my guild in Las Vegas. We totally drew dicks on the guy who passed out first. Were you in my guild?
So-
Question mark?
No, I was in a fraternity, so. But do you know the rules about passing out
Shoes.
at a party?
Shoes. If
Shoes.
you take off your shoes first.
Yeah, you gotta take
then
off
you're
your shoes.
solid.
Yep.
That's what we did.
So this guy,
For-
he passed out with his shoes on. He was like passed out drunk, so.
And if you aren't wearing shoes, you have to take your socks off, or you have to like put a blanket over yourself. You have to make it seem like you actually put yourself to bed, not passed out.
Our rule was just shoes.
It was
The
always
blanket
shoes
was
in my frat.
optional. But yeah, so he was like, oh my god, I have a flight tomorrow, I have to go work, because we definitely drew it in Sharpie, right? Which, in retrospect was a little mean.
Note to self: if I ever go to Vegas with Nadina, don't ever fucking stay at her house. Got it.
Well, no, aren't we all going and staying at her place and doing a 12-hour D&D session?
I mean,
must
I'm not gonna
prep
lie.
the
I would
table.
love to see her set up in person. I'll be like, oh man, this is so cool.
I mean, just because we just moved into our house, like my home D&D setup is not as good. It's pretty like relaxed, but I don't have like a dedicated D&D table. That's on the wish list. I really want one where you could sit around and like it's like the one where you could put the slab on the top and then it serves as like a table and then you can remove the slab and then underneath it's like your gaming table and grid. That.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have one yet.
Yet. The dream.
Chody wants to come to my house only because he wants fried catfish.
Ooh, I love fried catfish.
Yeah.
It's a New Orleans thing. He's like, dude, if I'm ever in New Orleans, I was like, I got you, buddy. I got at least like 4 places I'm going to take you.
Well, fried catfish is just a New Orleans thing. It's the best fried catfish I ever had was in Georgia.
Listen,
I got it.
It doesn't matter. He says he has 4 fried catfish places. I'm visiting. We're hitting all.
Oh yeah,
4.
I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just saying I have the best fried catfish.
It's a native thing. Yeah, no, you're right.
It's a southern thing. Like any one of those southern states, that's a big catfish. John, you probably got noodling.
I have gone noodling one time. And actually, so the big deal down here is alligator gars, which are giant fuck-off fish that are very scary with a lot of teeth.
Oh. Do you eat them?
Can.
So, but not meant to eat.
You first.
Oh. That sounds terrifying.
Hold on. Give me 1 second, Adina, and I will send you a picture of what these horrendous things look like.
Also, what is noodling? It sounds like a weird sex thing.
Noodling is where you are in the water, up to like your chest level, and you look for catfish like to stay and like they dig out these little holes in the ground in the river, and you like stick your arm in there through the catfish's mouth basically and grab it.
What?
Yeah, you grab it by the gills from the inside.
Oh my god.
So yes, it is a weird sex thing.
Just put your whole fist in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, you're either fisting a catfish or water moccasins can bite you, snapping turtles, a lot of other things also like to live in those areas. So it's a great little roulette as to how many fingers you still have when you finish.
Lord. That's terrifying.
Yeah, but what's even more terrifying, what are those turtles? The ones that just bite the
snapping fucking
the alligator snapping turtles? Yeah.
Alligator snapping turtles will fuck your world up.
Don't they just take a finger?
They'll take your whole fucking hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say a finger? That's light.
The big one will, because you're risking your life in there, just reaching into these holes in muddy water. You can't see what's in there.
Yeah, that's why I've done it once. Hold on.
No, it's like creeping on one of my biggest fears, which is like underwater caving, which is something I will literally never do. But for some reason, like the thing in the back of your mind that tells you to survive, whenever it looks upon a cave underwater, it just says, don't do that. I'm like, okay.
The intrusive thoughts win. Let them in.
No.
Yeah, that's like 2 of my fears. Water that I can't see in and holes that I can't see in. Oh, let's combine the 2.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
Fuck no.
No.
But speaking of water adventures and snapping turtles that could potentially take your arm, shall we return to our pirate adventure on the high seas of the Divide?
Crab rave.
I will.
Crab rave.
Crab rave. I just sent you what an alligator gar looks like through your Discord.
Ooh.
Just before we get started. So
let me look at this.
I think you need to start with the bow chicka bow wow music.
They can get up to about 6-7 feet long, and they have razor teeth. My mom got bit by one. She's got scars on her leg.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
I hate that.
See, ideas for next D&D campaign.
Cool.
Right there,
I'm gonna write that down under the monsters of the deep category. Let's go Eldritch Horror for that one. I'll file that under. Yep, Eldritch.
All right. Let's go back to drinking with people with strange dates that we don't know what we're doing.
Ah, yes. The Reflection Crew are dream delvers. You all are within the Divide, on a pirate ship crossing the seas with some very mysterious crew. Inside, not just pirates, but a wealth and treasure of plunder, fruits, and gold. But also a magical item. Something that a rampaging pirate wizard seems to be very interested in. An ancient relic said to lead to a treasure trove, an underwater hoard of treasure. Now, as you have been traversing the dream, you have discovered its various inhabitants, including a rather shady fire djinn named Fyron, and a somewhat wishy-washy water djinn named Aquelia. Now, one of them seemed to be on to you, understanding that you were here looking for this treasure as well, and that your initial thought of Anna, the angry pirate wizard, was not the one to steal the treasure from your secretive trove. However, it seems like Fyron has taken this magical conch and has placed it downstairs within the hull of the ship, hidden away amongst other... Let's see. How should I put this? Kidnapped people and beasts. Gnolls line the walls, chained in manacles, unable to move. Human cargo crossing the seas. There was a massive minotaur downstairs as well, that was being placated, I should say, more like sated or calmed, drugged throughout the long trip across the seas. Other things dwell in the back of the ship as well, yet to be discovered. But the rest of you are currently discovering just all the secrets that lie around the ship. We shall continue. Below deck, as Sindri has just come back up from the cells, talking with Anna, the sea elves, the minotaur, and the rest of the captives that line the walls. Let's start there. One moment, please, as I get appropriate banger.
I feel this would be awesome for The Secret of Monkey Island. Well done, madam. 2 points for you.
You and the pirate crew have all been sitting around and drinking the day away, celebrating the victory over the sea dragons that threatened the ship. Some of you have used the drinking and carousing to your advantage, causing a very good distraction, and allowing, one moment, my music is slightly too loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go. Allowing for Sindri passage under the ship to discover where the conch was. Aside from the clues given by the sea elves, he did not discover its precise location, but did also learn that there was a samurai crab downstairs, and everyone seemed terrified of it. And after some light conversation, Aquelia had invited Montgomery to her private chambers for some discussion.
All right. Hey, Sindri, want a drink?
Sure, pass it. Pass one up.
Yeah, grab me another.
I do also whisper to your heads what I found out downstairs. I'm not sure if I did that last session or not.
A question for that: can we like think it in our head and you'll understand? Like, I'm not gonna. We can respond back, or is this just a one-way deal?
Yeah, no, you can talk back.
Okay. Okay, so you want me to keep these guys busy, and I'd be drinking. I'm good at this. This part I good.
Where's Montgomery?
Yeah, where is Montgomery?
That is a very good question.
Well, I let him out of the infirmary, and he went fishing.
I don't get it. He's
Yeah.
up top?
No.
No, he's definitely a bottom.
Oh my god.
That how would that even work? I don't get it.
I'm sorry.
I whispered to Raphaela. So he's having sex with Doofus's mind?
I mean, I guess if you want to look at it that way, you're not wrong.
Hey, you guys ever see
all
that
need to get
gif of the dog and he's like staring at the cupcakes and it looks like he's just seen like fucking war crimes? And then like the person pulls the cupcakes away and the dog is just staring off into the distance. That's Elitha right now. Just staring.
I kind of like think to myself, oh god, Ellie, I hope you don't have to witness that.
Out of sight, out of
I
mind.
think-
Maybe she'll learn a thing or two. You
Out of
never
sight, out of
know.
mind.
After hearing that in my brain, I need to drown out the voices. I'm drinking right
Hold
now.
on. Before you start drinking, I think
Yeah,
we need to
heavily.
cause a ruckus. Hey, let's start a food fight.
Fuck that. Let's start an actual fight.
Not trying to hurt everybody. Let's start a food
No,
fight.
food fight would be fun.
Fine. I take whatever that date is that purple guy was about to, throw into Raffy's drink, and I throw it at second mate.
You gotta yell food fight though.
Food fight, bitches!
The first mate does not dodge and just gets slammed in the head with a piece of fruit.
I grab this plate over here and throw it at a moo.
Oh,
All right.
a
If you can
move.
dodge-
If you'd like to dodge a plate, Gim, you can just roll me, let's see, improvised throwing weapon?
Yeah, so just strength or dex?
Yeah, strength. Make me a dex throw. A dex save. Oh, -1. Yeah, I'd say a
So an
plate is like
ability
a
check?
chakra. So it'll be 1d20 -1. You throw the plate, and it does not go anywhere near a mumu. And hits this pirate over here. This pirate, he chuckles and shrugs it off. Food fight, huh? With the plates. He lifts a cup of coffee and just hucks it. This guy over here dodges. Yep, he sure does. And the coffee cup goes slamming against the wall. The second mate looks, a little nervous. If you would like to ease the second mate's, nerves and continue the food fight, I will allow you to roll a dex save for a well-placed food. Say directly to his smug little face, or a performance check if you'd like to juggle some food and make it more appealing to get your hands a little bit dirty. You can choose which one you want to do.
Me to do that?
Up to you. You all can figure out which one you'd like to do, or you can make up something different. The second mate is on the fence about this food fight, considering now plates are being thrown around.
I'm going to mage hand some food off this plate and throw it at the second mate.
All right. Sindri, why don't you roll me a 1d20 and you can add your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
All right. The silence and the second mate's awkwardness is broken by the remains of yesterday's food, fish bones, biscuits, and lumpy gravy, hitting the second mate square in the face with a resounding and sliding his eye patch entirely off his face. The rest of the pirates explode into laughter, and the food begins to fly. There is now officially a ruckus. What do you do?
We're still psychically connected?
No, because the last one was with Raffaella. If you can get my attention, I can make a connection.
How do you get his attention?
I throw a plate at him.
Oh god! Sindri, a
Dex
plate is
save.
thrown at you. Make me a dex save. Sindri, you take 3 bludgeoning damage. As
Hell
a
of a
plate is thrown at your head and cracks across your skull. Gim did it.
I make a do I see that it was Gim?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is very clear Gim is looking at you, his hand is still outstretched.
I make a connection and go, ow! What the hell is that for?
Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to hit you that hard. But take Raffi out here and try to find Montgomery. We need to get more people down into the cellars while we keep this ruckus going. Or unless you have a better idea.
No, that works. I'll get right on that. Hey, and then I'll say out loud, hey Raffi, let's go get Montgomery. He needs to get in on this.
Let's go.
The pirates are all sufficiently distracted, throwing food and plates everywhere.
I drink more, and I throw some sort of food over at this one.
Amumu, you continue the ruckus and ensure that as long as you and Gim are there participating, no one will
He's in this
attempt
room.
to leave.
Cinder.
Drink all you bitches.
I'll give Montgomery just a moment, as Montgomery is hanging out with Aquelia. But Montgomery, you have learned a little bit about her. She does love the seas and prefers spending time here, and has spent a lot of time particularly in a city called Coranthia, which is deep underneath the waters of the Divide, where a lot of sea elves, primarily those that are stationed between the 2 continents, patrol the waters and make sure no boats carrying throngs of humans make it across the seas. It's a beautiful city, she says, and suggests that you visit it sometime if you discover a way to breathe underwater. But otherwise, she is involved more or less in human trafficking. whether, depending on how you want to take that. She is very good at, getting people to go on board ships and then not letting them leave, offering some sort of ransom in return for their safe return.
Certainly not everything she appears to be at the surface. But it was a lovely time and a great conversation. I don't think that we'll become business partners in any particular sense, but I do hope to see you in Corinthia someday.
Yes, and you'll have to tell me a little bit more about, what is it? Vacaris, the underground city of, well, your fellow lava drow and other elemental creatures. It sounds, hot. But curious.
It is indeed a little on the hot side, but the people there are warm and welcoming as long as you don't try to tread over people's toes. Though I will say they are very inclined to staying at home. So, just try to keep that in mind.
I could understand the reclusive nature of those that are built for the environment. I do love me just being out on the open ocean. It's quite freeing. Frankly, I can do whatever I want, and boy, I sure do make a killing off of people who don't like being on the ocean. Your friends might be worried about you, so...
Yes, allow me to take my leave and spare them any more concern. Let's have another chat sometime.
Yeah, it's been nice.
It's been a pleasure, if you'll excuse me.
She gives you a smile, and she actually seems rather kind of sad to see you go.
And with a polite smile, he steps out and closes the door, giving her privacy.
There is a simple suggestion of bare shoulder for any of those that glanced into the room.
You surprise me.
I'm often surprised by the world around me. I am more curious than I should be. So, what exactly did I miss?
Well, we got them into a fight, a food fight, so nothing that we need to go and interfere with exactly.
Are you sure that Amumu is not throwing hands again? He does like to throw hands.
He did not throw hands while we came to get you. Firen is evil.
Well, yes. He did lock me in the medical bay.
He's the one that hid the conch downstairs. I've made a deal with Anna to get the conch shell and to blow it to defeat what I can only assume is the nightmare. And there's a minotaur down there that we're gonna free, and he's also gonna help us. There is a samurai crab down there, a gnoll slaver, a bunch of gnolls that are chained up.
I don't mean to interrupt, but allow me to just have you clarify. You said a samurai crab?
Yes, that's what the sea elves told me.
Wonder what the hell that is.
Montgomery immediately sits down, looks through his personal effects for any books the Druid Circle had given him about sea creatures to find if he has any information about what the heck this confusing collection of words might be.
Make me a nature check. What the heck is that? A samurai crab? You've only heard that term in reference to honorable warriors who strike with deftness and speed as opposed to strength, but perhaps it's merely because of their coloration or pattern of their shell? It must be, right?
I'm not sure exactly what this is. Does it have like some kind of fancy hat?
I didn't get a good look at it, did I?
A fancy hat.
You did not see the samurai crab.
Yeah, I have no idea. I did not get a look at it.
Raviola, do you have any proficiency in nature? Let me look at your character sheet. You do not, so I am actually not going to allow you to make this roll.
Can I, because I have a proficiency in nature?
You do, yes. Go ahead. You can make me a check. That's actually pretty good. Sindri, you're thinking about it, and something about the terror of the sea elf. You might have seen this in a tome or something you studied back in the day, but the particularities of the samurai crab, their fierceness, especially in battle, is something to behold. Now, give me just one moment. Some people say that they are, in fact, warriors who were cursed to the seas and still retain their skills in their crab-like afterlife. But mostly they just look like crabs wielding swords, and they have one weakness. They cannot resist a duel.
Okay, so they're kind of... The only thing I can actually remember, actually thinking about it, is there's a theory or some thought that they might be soldiers that were cursed and turned into crabs. So they're highly skilled warriors, but they don't back down if you can find a way to challenge them. So...
Oh, also, if you duel them, they will never dishonorably kill you in combat.
And if you duel one, they won't necessarily kill you by backstabbing you. So you might die, but at least it'd be honorable.
Well,
So
okay.
yeah, we do have to find the conch somewhere down there. And we have to figure out what to do with Fyron, because part of me thinks that he is someone we need to take out before we deal with blowing it.
Well, you said we have a Minotaur who's going to be assisting us. Could we
Yep.
not bait firing down to the Minotaur and let the Minotaur handle it?
Yeah, we could try that. We'd have to break the Minotaur free, though.
Shouldn't be that difficult. Well, I don't know. Haven't seen anything, but can't imagine that wouldn't be too hard to pop a few chains or pick a few locks.
Yeah, we can do that. Do we want to break him out and then lure Fyron downstairs?
Who has thieves' tools?
I do not.
I've got a magic tool that can do anything I want it to do.
I've got these hands.
Do we have
I don't think
we
anybody is
have
actually
a forge
proficient.
cleric.
You do. Now, who is proficient in unlocking things? Would it be also our forge cleric? Is he the resident lock opener?
Are the chains metal?
They are.
Why take a key when you have a smith?
That is an option.
I'm none too scared of what fire can do. It's honestly going to be the most pleasant thing I'm going to have aboard this water thing, but let's at least find a way down there. Now, did you come across any of sea elves when you were down there?
Yes. So the good news, I gave us 3 days before more dragons are going to come.
I do still have the keys. Do you think one of these keys would possibly fit the lock?
One way to find out.
Certainly couldn't hurt to try. Well, let's go find our group before Mumu decides to punch himself into an unfavorable situation.
Well, Montgomery, you need to stay out here because Fyron still thinks you're locked up. So I think it would he would get suspicious if he saw you.
Nice catch.
Oh, I do wonder what happened with my candle I left over here before I was indisposed.
Montgomery, make me a wisdom save. As you are looking around for it, you vaguely recall it on Aquilia's bedside.
Oh, right. Never mind, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, I guess that does it.
Right, so let's go find well, you go find our friends. Let me go see what the
Let
candle
me see if
did
I
at
can
this
get
time.
them.
You want me to, Raphael? I can.
Oh yeah, because you can just talk to their mind. Yeah, I'll let you do it because Byron creeps me the hell out.
I
The
go till I
pirates
can
are still currently throwing around a bunch of food and making a ruckus. Plates are flying everywhere. They're starting to run out of plates and just going for picking up shards on the ground, which is not as fun and causing them to bleed a little bit. Ow!
Gim, get a moo and get out of there. We got a plan.
Are you communicating with the Mumu right now?
I can communicate with a Mumu if you can't sneak away without pulling him out.
Sindri, make me a stealth check with advantage. Oh, wow. Okay.
Jesus.
Fyron,
Fuck
who is
that.
picking food up off the ground, he's looking up and around kind of suspiciously. He looks down at the plates and up at Gim and Amumu, and just for a moment, their eyes briefly meet. And Fyron's eyes narrow. He's suspicious.
Can I, like, chuck something at him to force him to look at me?
He is looking at you. You can definitely throw something at him, but he is noticing that the rest of your friends are gone now, even though the rest of the pirates are still participating in the food fight.
Hey, Fyron, you want to come with me and try to help find my friends?
Yeah, sure. I could, this has been great, but I could stand to clean up a little bit.
He's
Bada
coming,
moo.
guys. He's coming.
All right, let's get out of here.
Gim, are we jumping him?
Yes.
I whisper to Raphael and Montgomery, we are jumping him. So get ready. And
Oh, man. That was pretty fun.
I
Yeah.
will prepare a firebolt for when I see him.
Gim, make me a deception check. Byron does not appear to catch on to you, and is very busy rubbing food off of his face with his bandana as he walks down the hall.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, well, we should have some spare towels and bandages over there in the infirmary, just right behind you, Gim.
Alright. Let's Go in here. You go in first. You know
All
what's
right,
up.
yeah.
There's some bandages over here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Just get
I want to
grab
hit him in
these.
the back of the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock him in.
Now, first off, Gim, you will get a surprise round on Fyron. So I'm going to put you both into combat. Feel free and roll for initiative. Gim, he is not aware of you. Go ahead and do whatever you like. You have one free round on him. Yeah, there's these
Can I
bandages
tackle him to the
over
floor?
here. Yeah,
Like, cover
absolutely.
his mouth?
You could try grapple him. That's
Yeah,
a
try
grapple check.
grappling the floor.
All right.
So what is that?
A grapple check is your athletics versus his acrobatics or athletics, whichever I choose. That's pretty good with a 17. He will choose to roll acrobatics. And he succeeds as you attempt to wrap your arms around his waist and bring him down to the ground. He's kind of pressed into the bandages over here awkwardly and stumbles a bit. Now let's see if the deception still holds, or if this is just some sort of awkward bear hug. Gim, you can roll me deception with disadvantage, and he's going to roll insight with advantage. Gim, you only have scant moments to try and salvage the situation. Hey, what? Hey, what? And Fyron turns to Gim. Hey, what the fuck? Hey, let me just get these bandages and, what are you doing? He turns around and sees everybody. Oh. Uh-oh. Gim, do you say
Surprise.
anything? Or,
All right.
is this going to be combat?
I try to tackle him to the ground again.
All right, give me one moment, please. I will add everyone else here to the initiative order. Everyone else, roll me initiative, please. And a moo-moo. All right, we will start the first official round. No more Plankers Cove. It's time for a small banger. Hey, what are you guys doing? I thought that was just a nice friendly food fight. Wasn't thinking we were going looking for trouble now, were we? Amumu, you're up.
All right. I don't think should we be? I'm talking to my group. Guys, should we be? I don't think we should. I should be using like my axe. I mean, everything.
You already saw me good in there. Do what you want to do.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
that.
Go for it.
Just hit the man. He's earned it.
Yeah,
Amumu,
fuck
you
this
will
guy.
have to occupy a different space than Gim. You both cannot occupy the same square. You can
The other
move
side.
through Gim. You can go over here, perhaps on the bed, but you cannot go through Fyron either.
Am I through it? I can't see. I don't think I.
You are in
Yeah,
the
they-
wall right now, so you'll
I
have to
am
move like
in the
here.
wall.
Yep.
There
right
is
there
no
good.
light in that room.
Yes, it is also dark in here. So if you have no vision on
I
oh
do
yeah,
not.
you can't see Fyron. It's too dark. So if you try to attack him, it's with disadvantage.
All right. Well, you know what? My buddies told me to fuck you up. Now, time to pay the piper.
If you can't see him to target him, you might have to step back to where you can see.
I mean,
I don't think there's a place where we can see.
could I like recklessly just swing?
You can, yeah. It's with the disadvantage.
Right. Okay. I'll take that.
Feel free to attack. You do have to like be able to target his token though, so you might have to actually like step out and then like T to target him, and then move back into the room. I don't think
there's any light in there, so we can't see him at all.
Ah. Well, Amumu, that might actually be a little harder for you to attack him.
Isn't that just a limit of the game, though? Because
it might be. It is totally dark in there, but let's see.
Like, just if you know where he is, it would be disadvantage.
Yeah, so Amumu, I'm gonna put you in there.
Alright.
But you'll just have to roll without targeting him. You'll just have to roll like whatever your score is.
Yeah, because it won't let me.
Yeah, because it won't let you. Yeah, unless there's light in there.
So what would you like me to do?
Roll whatever your to hit is, but just roll it in chat.
All right, so that would be a D20.
I might make it just here. Hold on. Let me fix this problem briefly.
Yeah.
I give you a torch. Go. Okay, go nuts. It's with disadvantage though, so make sure you target him now. Yeah, there you go. And attack with disadvantage. That's gonna miss.
All right. Well, I'd like to do a insight check to check this dude's health.
You cannot insight in darkness. You cannot see him. You must be able to see your opponent if you want to insight.
Okay, can I taunt in his general direction?
You can definitely yell into the dark room, yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
I'd like to do intimidation on this area of the darkened room.
I mean, I'm assuming you're just yelling, but yes, what are you yelling?
I'm just yelling. I am yelling, you tried to mess with my friends, and you smell bad and worse than the cargo that you're carrying.
What?
So I'd like to make an intimidation check, please.
Go ahead.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Sure, pal, sure. Whatever you say, buddy.
I got nothing. This will conclude my turn in the darkness.
No problem. I will just toggle your light on and off, Amumu, whenever
Thank
you need to see him, but attacking in the darkness will be with disadvantage. Byron, now cornered into the room, is not really liking this situation. And he draws from his waist a rapier. Well, now, listen, pal, didn't think we were gonna go and get violent in here, but not sure what you want, but why don't we make sure you stay in here a little longer? And, hey, how did you get out of here? He points at Montgomery.
I'm gonna keep some secrets to myself, you rapscallion.
As he pulls the rapier, you notice that the edges of the weapon are outlined with flame. And all of his weapons seem to be imbued with elemental power, giving him extra fire damage when he attacks. He swings his sword at Gim and hits. Gim will take a combination of 7 piercing and fire damage as he makes a quick slash with his rapier, turning to a different target and attacking him. Now, we didn't have to come to this. But Amumu ducks out of the way. Somehow. Wait. He would get advantage. One moment. Amumu, that one does hit. Do you want to take a reaction?
Sorry, I was AFK. I'm trying to get my food from delivery. No, I will not take a react.
All right, close that window.
Thank you.
And he turns and hits a moo for the same, a combination of piercing and fire. It's getting a little hot in here for you fellas. Raffaella, you're up. Byron is light on his feet. Oh boy. Okay. He will not use a reaction. Oh, I added a sound effect to that. It is a little loud. I will turn that down as you Eldritch Blast him for 8 force damage, Raffaella.
Plus 2 thunder.
Oh, plus another 2 thunder. Thank you.
I would like to do an insight check on him.
Go ahead. What would you like to know?
I would like to know his health.
Very good. One moment. There you go. Ow.
Thank you.
Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Gim, you're up.
Question: if I heat metal, does it glow?
Yes.
Alright, I'm heating up my mace.
Don't do your stuff.
Oh, why?
Because it damages you.
Yeah, it damages you.
Oh, so... is his sword glowing? Can we see him now? Because his...
It deals an extra fire damage. It does not say that it provides light, so... I will say no, it is still dark in this room.
Okay, so I heat up his rapier.
Okay. Let's see you cast it. Put it in chat.
How do I make this one? Because it's like a...
I think you target him and then cast it. Heat metal. Choose a manufactured metal object, such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy or medium metal armor. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Alright. He is holding a metal rapier, so roll that damage, and let's see if it procs any sort of save. Now you notice that as you heat up his weapon, he starts to wince, but he seems to bear the flames rather well. You notice he also didn't take as much fire damage as you expected. He gives you kind of a look and raises his eyebrow. My dad is an elemental, you freaking nerd.
Yeah, but now we can all see you.
Huh? Which is true. He is lit, and I'm actually going to give him light. 40-foot dim and 20-foot bright. It was unintentionally rhymey, but you know what? We're going to allow it. Oh! That's unexpected. Gim, anything else you're doing with your round?
You may be a fire, but it's not as hot as my forge.
Yeah, we'll see about that, short stack. He is going to make a con save. Excuse me. And he does make the save. He holds on to the rapier for now. But he will have disadvantage, let's see, on his attack rolls and ability checks with it as it grows hotter and hotter. Sindri, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to do an insight check.
That is not high enough.
A 10 isn't high enough? I thought 10 was...
It is not.
Oh, it changes on us.
Depending on the...
Hey.
A minion level is generally base 10. Mini bosses and bosses can be higher.
Okay. What I am going to do is I am going to cast Mind Spike on Firen. Or
Ooh.
Mind Sliver.
Don't like that. Alright, make sure you have him targeted and roll damage. He'll make an int save and fail with a 2. He
And
takes
he
4 psychic
subtract-
damage.
And subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw he has to make before the end of my next turn.
Alright, Firen staggers against your mind sliver and grasps at his temple. Ow! What is that? My head is killing me.
He hears in his head, that's what true power feels like.
Oh, yeah, oh man, I don't like this. Don't like that.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Montgomery, you're up.
On my way towards the stairs, I'm gonna shimmy up this direction here, and I'm going to extend my hand and draw forth a cloud of poison to go over Gim's shoulder and directly in front of him.
Alright. Duck a moo. Oh my god, right in the face. Firen throws an arm up against his eyes to block the poison spray, critting his con save. Oh, get this out of here. He makes his skin for a moment glow red hot, using the same sword that is heated to dodge and cause the poison merely dissipate in a cloud of steam.
Well, y'all can see him now. I'm just gonna go on my way. Don't mind me. Y'all wasn't here. That'll be it for me.
Amumu, you're up.
Now that I can see. Oh, yes.
Ow, 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 why is my sword so freaking hot?
Pissed me the fuck off.
Ugh. Oh god, Amumu starts breaking tables.
Question, it's -5 but with advantage, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
that'll miss.
Sakes. Damn. Alright, I would like to insight.
Let's see it. What would you like to know?
Ability he hasn't used yet.
Yes, he has the ability to parry attacks and can add 2 to his AC against a melee attack that would hit him.
Alright, well, once again, I sit in the corner in shame, and in my turn.
Next up, Byron. Listen. You guys are beginners at this thing. I get it. Why don't we just all put down the weapons before I really teach you a lesson?
Forge says you must be punished.
Well, that's good as hell.
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Forgive me. A 22 and then an 18 will hit, unfortunately.
I tried Gim.
And he hits Gim for 10 piercing damage. Gim, your concentration ends. And he turns to Amumu after his successful attack. Listen, I'm good at this close quarters combat. What could I say? He has advantage because he used reckless attack and misses.
Shoots
Oh,
on the other foot.
Don't like that. Raffaella, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, can't parry that. And that'll hit him for 11 force damage. All right, is that gonna? Hello? Is that gonna apply? Are you gonna do that? No.
It's
Game?
laggy.
Okay.
Yeah, game is
I don't
lagging. I was like, hello. Plus
I
the
might be
additional
downloading,
proficiency
sorry.
bonus. There we go. Raffaella, you blast him in the face and he turns to look. What the hell is that? Ow! And he regrets not.
Did it add my
Yeah,
thunder damage?
I did. I added it.
Perfect, thanks.
Nadina, sorry, I've now lost all my token. It says I have no token on the board or anything.
Oh yeah,
indicates-
you seem to have deleted yourself. 1 second. Moo.
Mumu does a Mumu things.
Okay, you're back. Raffaella, does that end your round?
I'm gonna move.
Ah, damn. Blaster caster. Gim, you're up.
I'm gonna hit him with this chain hook.
Ow, ow, ow. He's holding his very hot weapon. He will try to parry that. Oh, actually, a 17 is still too high. That still hits, Gim. Oh, hey, what? Roll damage.
Finish him off, Gim.
Get him
Ow.
for the forge!
Ow! Ow, what
Does
the
that
hell
wrap
is
him
this
up with
thing?
now?
Let's see. After you throw the chain hook, you can use a bonus action to bring it back to your hand. And then does it have anything that gives you a bonus on grapple?
Reach, throw chain hook. I don't think so.
No, I think it's just a retractable slashing weapon.
Okay.
What else do you want to do, Gim?
Question.
I don't think I have any. What's up?
Can't
What's
you
up?
use strength for ranged attacks?
What did he use?
It looks like he used dex.
Reach special.
Thrown, because I thought you could throw with strength, and it was only like bows that had to be used with dexterity.
This one looks like it's a dex weapon.
Okay.
It might be better for somebody who's like a dex-based class.
Okay. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be the thrown weapon for dex. Like a kind of like a shuriken or something. Sindri, you are up.
Okay. I am going to attempt to finish this off with another Mind Sliver.
He will make an int save and fail. Byron, clutching his head, dropping his heated metal weapon, lets out a cry. Ah! Ah! And he slumps to the ground. The rapier begins to just slowly roll under the bed and stops glowing.
Combat.
Ow, my head! The combat is over.
Is he still talking, or is he dead?
That's up to you guys.
All right.
He is unconscious.
Let's tie him up and put him in the bed, and take his weapons and search him for if he has any keys or anything.
Yep.
I mean, we could unalive him.
So
Aww.
I mean, he was a little bit of a creep to Raffaella. I think Raffaella should decide his fate.
But if somebody finds a dead body versus someone passed the fuck out, we might, be able to talk our way out of it.
We're
But
gonna
we find-
tie him up anyway, so if they find a tied up guy in a bed, it's also gonna be suspicious.
Well, we could have some stuff that's marked the wall for saying something that you can leave a note saying this is what you get for trying to inappropriately touch our friend.
We could do
wanna-
that. And
I'm gonna go get a
unalive him.
piece of fruit so I can stick it in his fucking mouth.
Well,
Raffaella,
y'all are
you get a
inside.
persimmon from one of the nearby barrels.
Yep, I grabbed it.
Alright, so we're gonna put him in the bed, tie him up, and I guess Raffy's gonna shove the persimmon in his mouth.
Oh, we're taking that weapon too.
Pick the grab the rapier. Does he have any keys on him?
He does not have any keys on him.
I'm gonna toss this fruit to Gim so he can stick it in his mouth after he gets him tied up.
Luma and I are gonna tie him up, put him
Yeah.
in the bed, shove the fruit in his mouth.
Take
Whoever
his
wants
weapon.
the rapier, it is on the
I'll take it
ground.
for scrap.
I like my axe.
I'll take it.
Whoever is
Take
tying
the-
up Fyron, roll me a sleight of hand check. If
Me
your
and
background
Luma.
is anything like sailor or anything ship-like that would lend you credence to this roll, you should let me know now.
I don't have it. Okay, so what am I rolling?
Sleight of
Sleight
hand.
of hand.
Not bad. All right, Mumu, or excuse me, Gim, I will allow you to help each other. We'll take the better of the two rolls, as you both create some sort of rudimentary knot. Good enough for mountain climbing, good enough for me. Hopefully Fyron is not so slimy that he can't slink his way out of it. Raffaella returns with a fresh, bright orange persimmon.
If y'all want to hide him a little bit better, you could throw the sheets over him, so people would actually have to look at him to see the ropes.
Yeah, let's do that too.
All right. Byron, now placed in the bed, as you gently tuck a sheet over him, his unconscious, snoring, food-covered body. He
Is
looks
there-
like he's had a toss.
Is there two sheets or one?
I will say there are 2 sheets plus an extra in here.
Okay, so we put one sheet down, and I'm gonna take crossbow bolts, and I'm going to pin them to his body to make the sheet extra tight.
Ooh, snug sheet. You tuck him in real good, Sindri. Bedge. Snug as a bug in a rug. How did he lock the door? Mumu, are you searching his body?
No, I'm waiting for y'all to. We tied him up. I'm
All right.
following y'all.
Oh, so you search the body, Mumu.
Yeah.
I searched the body.
You do find thieves' tools on him, but you do not find a key. will put
Do
the
I
thieves'
know
tools over
that
here.
they're thieves' tools with my awesome smooth brain?
You find pointy, small metal sticks.
Hey guys, what are these chopsticks for?
Get those to me.
Fine. Look, man, if we just go and get him at a sushi restaurant.
How do you pick them up?
Double click. And it should bring up some problems. There we go.
And I'm going to lock the door once Mumu gets his big ass out of the way.
I'm just gonna start walking downstairs.
Now, Fyron, snug in his room, and probably not escaping anytime soon, is locked in the room. Raffaella has the keys, and you all once again descend down into the cells?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. The This will be the first time for some of you seeing this, so I am going to prep the scene. One moment, please.
You know what I was thinking about, guys? If this is Doofus's dream, do you think there's a copy of Doofus as one of these nobles?
There has to be. I can't wait to see it.
Would I have seen that when I went down there the other time?
There are a bunch of gnolls down here, but you're not sure which one was Doofus.
Okay, none like looked familiar to
No,
Doofus?
none were like very visibly Doofus.
Okay.
One moment, I do have to put all your characters here on the scene.
When they become these zombie things from when they come back to life, do they keep their old names?
No, it depends. Like, some of them do keep their old memories. Some of them don't, so.
So Doofus might not be his real name.
Nope. It just might be something like he's heard before, or, it's just something maybe that resonated with him. Maybe he's a Doofus. Alright, one moment, please.
Don't blame Doofus, he's just a boy.
Oh, I ain't mad at Doofus. I'm just trying to figure out if we just call out Doofus and he would respond.
Guys, you should let me go first, because I do know the layout a little bit.
Okay.
So I will wait for everyone to get down.
I put Montgomery and a Moo in a weird spot here.
Yep.
About to say, I see a lot of them, but not a lot of you.
And I will create light on myself.
Oh, God! Hold on a Moo.
I'm like stuck on the stairs.
It's the second time I went through the ocean and now I'm through the wood.
You're okay, Gim. Hold on, one
Okay,
second.
yeah, I just moved it. Either I'm
Yeah,
lagging
it's just
or-
lag, VTT lag. Yeah. What do you all do as you descend the stairs to the bottom
Wait on
of the
Cinder.
area?
Follow me, guys.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. And I talk to the
Minotaur.
Minotaur in my head.
This gives you a friendly snort. Sindri, you... one second, I'm going to give you some light here. Sindri makes 10 dim around him. There's a large minotaur chained to the wall of the ship, as well as a host of gnolls that have all looked like they have taken some battle damage and are starving and filthy.
Is that bosun dead?
There's also a bosun in here. I seem to remember a drunk bosun falling through the tarp above. It seems like he landed down here on the bottom. How did he get here? Oh. I seem to remember something last session that you all did.
Harp.
There was a drunk bosun who fell through the tarp. He is unconscious and prone.
Talking about. What do you mean? That didn't happen. That's a lie.
I whisper, I say to the Minotaur in my head, these are my friends. Do you speak common, perchance, so they can all talk to you?
He shakes his head no.
Okay, I'll have to act as a translator then. Guys, this is our Minotaur friend.
What's his name?
If I remember correctly, I asked that last session and he doesn't have a name, correct?
Yeah, he doesn't have a name.
He doesn't have a name. At least not in the traditional sense that you and I think of when we think of names.
He is a very imposing bull. Perhaps you could just call him that. Imposing bull.
So, if you guys want to follow me, Hey Minotaur, we're gonna look for some things. If you see Anna or anyone else, can you make some noise to alert us?
He nods slightly, jingling his chains and snapping them against the wall to make a sharp sound. He
Okay,
looks up at you.
Thanks. We'll keep your ears out. We'll get you free soon.
Wow, Moo, come up here. Should be a
Yeah,
point.
can Gim
Sindri.
get him out now?
The plan is we're gonna get him out once we have an idea of where this conch is, so let's worry about finding the conch first and then get him out.
Seems kind of mean to just to leave him locked up.
Well, he's still keeping a lookout for us. So
Let's take a quick moment to investigate the bosun that fell down here.
The bosun? Make me an investigation check, Montgomery. The bosun reeks of alcohol and is definitely unconscious because of the concussion that he's suffered falling through here. Even though he's been very close to the knolls to the north, seems like the bull is keeping a watchful eye on him, making sure the gnolls don't just reach out and eat him.
We should probably drag this guy out of plain sight, unless you want him to be found.
Anybody gonna come down here?
I mean, he did fall down here himself. Him being down there doesn't help or harm us.
Was he down here when you were down here?
no, he must have fallen. Is there
No.
anything in these crates?
Do you open them?
Is it just the top one? See what's in it.
Sure. Gim, make me an investigation check. You easily pop open the top of the crate with your forge-created multi-tool, fashioning a crude crowbar. Inside are art relics, what look like paintings stashed in hay, stolen or smuggled from somewhere. Many of them depicting beautiful mountain ranges covered by thick layers of fog. It reminds you of home, Amumu. The various art pieces in here, there are 4 large paintings in this crate, packed in with hay, that are probably worth anywhere between, well, 200 to 400 gold a pop.
I think we need to go focus on. I don't think we couldn't carry that with us, could we, without damaging it?
Pieces of art? No, it would be difficult, especially considering
Yeah.
it's raining outside.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Oh, where are these elves at, Sindri?
Follow me. They're right over here. Hey guys, and I'll just say this out loud. These are my friends.
The strange pirate returns. Hello.
Yeah, we're looking for that conch shell, so we're gonna try to find that and set this whole thing in motion.
Do they speak common, Sindri?
The sea
talking
elves
to
do
them.
speak common, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys hurt or anything?
We are just bound here. They have shackles on and they are chained to the wall, although they have a little room to move around, at least this cubby that they are in. Well, no, we're just bound here, but we can't really move about past, I'd say, here. But no, we saw
are
that
they
when
bound?
you... chains, shackles to the wall.
Just regular shackles? Okay.
Mhm.
We should probably break them out, Sindri.
Do you guys want to help us deal with the conch shell, or do you want to stay put?
We're not really fit for combat. No, we're not really warriors, but we can help you. There is a slaver that's been wandering the halls around here. I'd suggest you don't stay hanging out here too often. Don't
What did he
linger.
look like?
Well, he's large and gnoll and smelly, and the only one walking around without shackles on around here.
A knoll?
Mm-hmm. Seems to be some sort of turncoat, working for the pirates. He seems to control the other ones.
I think we need to deal with the knoll.
Wait, no, I don't think it's the slaver that controls the other ones. He just seems to beat up on their leader a lot.
Where's their leader?
I don't think my companion over here can see, but from where I am, I can see into the east part of the ship. And, well, there's a side room over there, and there's a couple of beasts locked back there. I think they're either the Knoll's pack leader or some sort of matriarch. They keep her separate from the rest. And if, well, she's controlled, the rest of the Knolls seem to do what the slaver says.
You guys think?
Do we know where? I don't.
East is to the right on this boat, right?
It's this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I see a door.
I think we should free her.
Free them?
I think we should free everybody.
I wouldn't free the gnolls because I think they're a little
not
bit
yet.
too
I don't
feral.
mean immediately. I think we should free everybody. I think what we need to do is free these elves, and they can be lookouts for us until we escape the boat, and then free the matriarch. I think the matriarch will help us control the other gnolls if we can see the intelligence of the matriarch.
Yeah, that's an idea.
But like I said, he's wandering around these halls. I don't think we should all sit here too long. So we need to be quick
No.
and start moving.
Yeah. Hi. Can someone break these guys out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. The one on the right over here.
Sure. Go ahead and get close to them. Oh, hello there. She is shackled to the wall with a thick set of iron chains. There is a iron padlock at the end. You
I don't have any. I have thieves' tools, but do I have any knowledge how to use them? Or could I just like
You do
use
not.
like my? But
You
I
have
could
to have
probably break them
proficiency.
with my
You have
forge.
proficiency in thieves. If you have proficiency in thieves' tools, you can use thieves' tools. Otherwise, you don't know how to use them.
No, but I could use my ability as a forge cleric to like melt. I don't know if not. What do we
I
melt
have a
that?
proficiency in thieves' tools, and I also have keys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can use thieves' tools? Why don't I give these to you then? How do you trade?
On the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there's a little button called Trade.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
Oh, did I try to trade with you?
I think you tried to trade with the Sea Elf. Try Raffaella. Target Raffaella and then hit trade.
Yeah.
I should bring up that dialogue box. Since Raffaella knows how to use them, she can attempt to make this check. All she needed was the thieves' tools. Gim passes her the tools. Raffaella, if you'd like to try and undo this lock.
I
You
don't
can-
think I got them. I think I
Close
thought I
the
hit accept,
system.
but it closed. I think the lag did it.
Let's see.
Try it again, Gim. Sorry. I'll just give it a minute before I hit anything else.
Okay, I'm trying to trade.
tools, yeah.
Okay, you can accept it.
Accepted. Passing. Okay. Nice. Seem to work.
Yep, I have them in my inventory now.
Perfect.
Can I try the keys first, see if those work?
You do. You can try the keys. And you find that none of them fit the large, awkward padlocks that hold the sea elves in place. Really only for access down here. It might be part of the slavers' tools.
Okay, so then I'm going to try the thieves' tools.
Right. Raphael, make me a sleight of hand check, please. Oh, I saw that almost go to a 1. Raffaella, you insert the thieves' tools quickly into the lock. And with a couple of confident snaps, the sea elf is freed. Ah, thank goodness. I hate the feeling of that cold iron against my skin. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I dare say if I start walking around here, that thiever's going to just clamp me back in these padlocks, but I think I'll keep this newfound freedom subtle for now.
Then I'm going to
just
do
keep
this
pretend like
guy
you're locked
too.
up.
Do you need another sleight of hand, or are we good?
I do. One more, please.
Alright.
Easy. Raffaella, you freed the second sea elf. Ah, thank you. That's so much better. Oh, I can stretch. Ah, thank you. Just keep an eye out for that slaver. He'll probably be coming from the east. He talks a lot with that pack lord a lot through the door, so just be careful.
So he's in the
they're
room with the
free.
matriarch?
No, he wouldn't risk his hide like that. He just sits outside the door and, well, they bark at each other. I don't really speak Knoll.
Moo, you want to step forward?
If you're quiet, might be able to peek around the corner.
Try to sneak around, Moo.
It's not really my forte, but okay.
Can anybody sneak?
Anybody gonna stealth? I will require a stealth roll from here on out.
I will
Alright.
roll one.
I will roll one, but I'm trying to move forward, but it won't. Oh, there it goes, lag.
I'll roll on it. Sure. I mean,
I will also use guidance on myself.
Hey, everybody roll stealth. Okay, Sindri.
Yeah. Anybody else getting the lag?
Yeah, the VTT is lagging, yeah. It's okay. All right, 2 nat 20s on the stealth check. And then there's Montgomery, and then there's a Mumu in the front.
There is a Mumu. Let's leave.
Yes, everybody's like, yeah, Mumu, why don't you go check it out? Okay. Oh, guys.
Or you derp.
Lagging as bad as the raid did on Tuesday.
Woo, yeah. Amazon web servers, please save us. Amumu, as you tromp forward, loudly, only for your allies to move back in a more quiet formation. Up ahead, you can hear sounds of barking and growling as 2 gnolls are speaking to each other through a door. Their cackles and growls are only punctuated with small yips and barks. And for a moment, they all stop. And you hear a gnoll go,
Guys, I heard the gnolls. Now they're not talking. I think they see us.
I think they heard us, you oaf.
Well, I told you, but no, y'all just had to put me in front.
Go bigger, please.
Fine, well, what do you want to do?
Amumu, make me a perception check. You hear the knoll's heavy footfalls to the north, but it's walking away from you. It's on the other side of this wall.
I know that I know it's the gnolls that I heard, so I know that it's gnolls.
Yes.
Okay, guys, they're walking away from us, but I don't know how many. I can hear them.
Pretty sure it's just a jailer. There's one, the matriarch's one that tied up, remember?
Yeah, well, they could have gotten out. You don't know. What's happened in the past 5 minutes?
Let's sneak.
Let's sneak closer to it.
But Gim, you should think about healing yourself anytime.
I'm saving. That's why I'm
Okay.
in the back.
There are 2 doors here. There's a heavy iron door, bound and reinforced with a massive steel lock. There's another door here, with a little hole in it, just wide enough for eyes to peer through.
What about this door to the north?
I am going to, as we do this, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh. All right, Sindri, what are you doing?
And I want to try to detect the presence of creatures that I can't see.
There is a creature behind this door, and another creature behind the door to the north.
Okay, so there's there's 2 doors, and each door is blocking a creature. I'm gonna kind of scooch around this way.
Is that within 30 feet, Sindri? 1 second.
Yes.
1 second. There are also 2 more creatures. One to the north of you, Sindri, and another one behind the door here.
Okay, just so you know, they have to have an intelligence 3 or 4 or higher. I don't
That
know
is
if that
correct. You sense sentient creatures behind both of those doors.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gaining information you didn't want me to gain.
Whether that is more worrying or less worrying, I will leave that up to you.
Do I detect anything down the hallway?
You do as well. And in fact, when you were right here, you could even peek around the corner and see the slaver with its back to you, looking down at one of the gnolls, sniffing the air slightly. He seems to be more distracted with the bosun on the ground. It might buy you a little bit of time.
Okay, so, Montgomery, get over here. Guys, let's hop into this back room. Okay, so there's a creature behind each of these doors and 2 more creatures in rooms across the hallway.
I think behind this heavy steel door is probably your samurai crab.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
I need Sindri and Montgomery and... Actually, everybody give me a perception check. Everybody. Montgomery with an 18. There is a teeny tiny bit of blood that you can see on the ground. And it's right in front of this door. And it looks to be somewhat
I don't
fresh.
think anything showed up.
It's just the lag. I can see it on my stream view, but apparently the VTT is just lagging to hell.
Oh, what did I roll?
A 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 2. 2 plus 2 plus 3.
Sorry, did you say it was the closer one or the further one from our position?
The further one. This one here.
Guys, there's some blood by that door 2 away from us, behind us here. That might be something worth looking into.
Before the spell ends, because it's only a minute, can I try to detect the surface level thoughts of each 4 of the creatures?
Sure. Let's see.
I need to be within 30 feet, so I'll give you a radius.
Any one creature you can see. So the only valid creature would be if you
Nope.
peeked inside this room.
No, it says at the very bottom of the spell, once you detect the presence of a creature in this way, you can read its thoughts for the rest of the duration as
Oh.
described above.
Forgive
Even if
me.
you can't see it, but you still must be within range.
Totally
So
fine.
I just want to kind of get like a little blip, like the first initial thought, just so if I can see what type of creature each one might be.
The creature in here is a sentient female gnoll. A creature in here is a sleeping bugbear, resting and dreaming. In here, the room closest to Montgomery and whoever he is on top of right now, Raffaella, is another bugbear. And further back, you sense a very stalwart and protective presence. Angry. Must be the crab.
Okay. And if I'm remembering correctly from last session, the bugbears were not to be fucked with, right?
They did not suggest fucking with the bugbears. They were to be traded, but they are not friendly.
Okay. So I passed that message on to the group that, okay, guys, this one's the gnoll, and the one with the blood is the crab. I suggest we probably don't fuck with the crab, and the other 2 doors, I was told, are bugbears, and we don't fuck with bugbears. So we can
Okay.
talk to the gnoll. And
For the no.
we can peek in this door, right?
You can. I will allow you to
Can
peek
I-
if you like.
Can I peek in there and kind of shine my light in there to try to see the gnoll to make a connection?
Sure. Yeah, you can open the door. You see a female gnoll, wide in shoulder and very tall in stature. She is wearing black robes that are sashed with red, which is strange for a gnoll. They seem almost ceremonial in nature. There are various piercings and tattoos on the inside of her ears that seem ritualistic in nature. She is facing the wall, manacles around her ankles and her wrists. And she turns to look as you peer in through the door, the little bit of light shining through. She lifts her nose to the air and sniffs. You smell new.
Oh, you speak common.
Who are you?
The short version is we're here to help, but that's gonna cause a lot of issues for a lot of people.
She narrows her eyes.
So, long story short, there is a conch shell that we need to find, and we need to defeat the god that the conch shell is going to summon. Good news, we can break you out.
And the bad news?
We'll want help.
What do you require of this one and her pack?
Brute force or cause a distraction? Take your pick.
She looks down at the ground. Sindri, make me an Arcana check. You follow her gaze to the ground for a moment, and there are scratches in the wood where initially you would think she was struggling or merely scratching at the wood with her very sharp-looking claws. But as she looks at them and you look down, the scratches seem more and more deliberate, deep and in patterns that line all of the floor and every single square inch of the walls. And as your eyes follow the wood and across the floors as well, the runes have a certain familiarity to you. You've seen them around the Order. They are runes of the dreaming.
Where have you seen these runes before?
I see these in my dreams. These runes, they guide me and my people. Visions. We've seen the waters in our dreams. And we know our end comes soon. From heralds that walk between the worlds. You are too late, little ones. The nightmare will take hold.
How do you know about a nightmare?
She shuts her eyes and turns back to the wall. I have seen this in the dreams and have shared it with my pack. We know of the waves of the water. We know of the drowned ones. Why succumb to the waves when we could merely become one with waves?
What would you say if I told you we could defeat the nightmare?
She shakes her head. You defy the elements themselves? Foolish.
Let's not call it foolish. Let's call it our professional business.
If you can defeat the nightmare, it will be a mercy for the gnolls. You cannot change their fate. But you can change the lingering taint it may have on their souls.
That's the plan. Are you gonna help us?
She turns slightly. Perhaps. You seek the conch.
Do you know where it is?
I do. You wish to bring the end upon us sooner than later. Such mercy you are, Dreamwalker. Who shall it be, then, to take the nightmare upon themselves? You? Your small friend behind you? I see through your clever guises, Dreamwalker.
Can I think to Ellie and go, how the hell is this possible?
Ellie will respond. You do get 3 connections with her a day. I don't think this is current. I think this is a portent. Perhaps a vision that she had, but now it's just replaying. She's seeing you for the second time here, but she's seen you in her dreams before as this happened. So she is not here. Or is she here?
Have you ever heard of 2 different people going into dreams at a different time?
I don't think she's an active. I think this is just her anticipating our coming.
Okay, I think we'll need to have a talk later about this.
If she's a seer, perhaps when this was occurring, she saw your future selves come back in the dream to end the nightmare? I don't know. She would be more tied to the Knolls than anything. Those shamans have weird prophetic powers. Sorry, Sindri. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say to the Pack Lord, so where is the shell?
She gets up and shakes her head. It is near. But are you ready to face what lies in the depths?
Hey, Kim, I'm so confused.
Amumu?
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't the only one. Hi, nice lady.
Are you guys ready for this to pop off?
What exactly is popping off? I'm. You mean be ready? Because I'm ready, but I don't know what I'm ready for.
Your Dreamwalkers, is about to end. She tilts her head. Soon, the conch will be blown, and the god will be summoned.
Are you telling me Anna has the conch right now?
Not Anna. That foolish one. Byron, what? The fiery lad. He hid, or so he thought, the conch down here. Not very well. I put it in a safe place, near one of my very curious knolls. Oh dear. I think about now he should be just hungry enough to open that barrel near him and see what's inside. Further behind you, you hear a
We need to head back.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Back to the main area. Back to the main part.
Yeah, back to the main area.
Amumu, Sindri, as you are walking down that hallway, turning back and going to the main area, you see this knoll in front of you. And he has torn off the top of the barrel near him. And digging through the hay, he has found a conch. The knoll wouldn't know what to do with this. Otherwise, he turns it over in his hands. This isn't food. But someone has stuffed a little bit of food in it. Smeared some kitchen grease over the mouth of the conch shell.
Do I have time to react as I'm running?
You can say something.
Can
What
I
do you do?
throw
I
something?
wasn't gonna say anything.
But as the knoll licks the grease off the top of the conch, it just makes a very humorous little "ooh."
Keep going.
Can I like throw something to like knock it out of his hand?
What do you throw?
I have. Oh shit! Do I really want to throw a? I have a hand axe.
I was gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Go ahead. You both can attack the knoll if you wish.
I don't attack the
No.
knoll. I attack.
The shell?
No, because then I could destroy it. That could be just as bad. Smooth brain don't know what to do. Guys, I could
Make
I
your
could
own
one
decision.
shot this.
Make your own decision.
Fine. I attack his hand, aka the knoll.
Can I just use my mage hand and grab it?
It is too heavy. Mage hand is only up to 10 pounds.
Can I do a quick Arcana check to see if the, like, at range, if I could see that the conch shell has been activated or not before I blow up this knoll?
Sure, go ahead.
I guess I don't know.
You don't
or
know.
it's real obvious.
But he's just licking the mouthpiece. He turns to look at you.
Blowing him up with Guiding Bolt.
Oh fuck! All right, we're in it to win it. All right.
The knoll yelps, clutching the conch to his chest.
And if he didn't die, I'm going to...
He did not. He staggers,
Quickened,
taking a couple steps back.
quickened, and I am going to Firebolt.
He's running, panicking, conch in his hand, licking it desperately. He yelps, being hit by the firebolt. But it's not enough.
All
He
right,
continues
I'm-
running. The pirate...
Is he not chained up anymore?
He's not. That's so strange. He seemed to be chained up when you walked by him. But you didn't really check, did you? Now,
Guys.
the pirate bosun, who is still unconscious, he wakes up at all this ruckus. The spell's going off. He's like, ugh, what are you doing, you damn doofus? And then old turns and looks at all of you. He yelps. One
Guys.
moment, please.
I think we found him.
I think we did.
Yeah, and you guys hit him with stuff, jerks.
What do you mean you? It was what we.
I didn't hit him with
I
nothing.
didn't hit it with shit. Okay.
You, sir, were trying.
But I didn't, and that's what's important.
Okay, well, I guess the VTT is just gonna lag incessantly, but the knoll, clutching the conch to his precious bacon grease conch. He clutches it to his chest.
I go into his mind and just say, don't blow it yet.
There is a darkness circulating in his mind. It is ominous and deep, like the depths of the ocean. There is very little of the knoll left in there, Sindri, as it is drowning and falling. And you feel the reverberation of the waves slapping against the ship. And just for a moment, you hear a little question in your head. Help, Doofus? And then there is nothing left of the knoll. And you are shut out of his mind.
Did y'all hear that?
The knoll whimpers once. And the ship shakes suddenly as you hear and feel the whole ship lurch forward. And a crack begins to appear in the bottom of the ship. And water begins bubbling up.
We need to grab that conch.
And something dark, but vaguely familiar, reaches up from that crack
I
to the poor knoll.
Also say, real quick, sorry.
Sure.
Because I did use my meta magic, I would have teleported right next to grab the conch.
Okay. And Sindri, you get a bird's eye view of some inescapably large tentacle busting through the bottom of the ship, wrapping around the knoll, and dragging him into the depths. Sindri, you have the conch. And it's pulsing with arcane power. The bull moos and struggles against his chains. The knoll slaver behind you whines.
Raffy, let's break him out.
Yep,
Why did you do this
break him out.
earlier?
Can I pick up the conch, or...
No, it is just a tile. I will make it disappear, though. You can,
Okay.
say you pick
so
it up, though.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll a sleight of hand again?
I do.
Oh, I see the slaver.
I think we got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, but we still probably got to worry about him.
Hey! You! Pirates, get out of here! The knoll says.
Let
We'll
me
be-
take care of that.
Raffaella, you free the bull. And he stands up from his chains. He gets up between the slaver and the bosun and puts his hand on the slaver's head. The slaver whines. The bull looks at you and at the water and at the stairs. He understands that he cannot save you all, and you can probably not unlock all of these knolls in time, and if so, what are you going to do? But he can buy you some time and prevent this slaver from attacking you. There is another loud explosion.
We need to get up out of here.
Yeah. As I'm running away, I whisper into his head, "Thank you. This is all the help that we need. We will try to work fast so we can come down and save everybody."
The bull nods and looks back to the slaver.
Do I go after the knoll, or are we just going to leave him to the depths?
I think we got to deal with the creature that's going to attack.
We need to
I think
finish the nightmare.
we need to get up. Yeah, get on to the top of deck.
This isn't really happening, so we need to finish this nightmare.
I don't like where we're going with this.
We know where he ends up.
That doesn't make me feel any better about the decision we have to make.
One
I
moment,
agree with
please.
you. I 100% agree with you, Montgomery. But sometimes we have to make those tough decisions.
The UTT is lagging really bad, guys.
Yeah,
Can't get out.
I can't move.
Yeah, it just like hard reset my VTT or my Foundry.
You want to take like a few minute break?
Yeah, why don't we take 5? Let this hopefully resolve. Because I do need to also change some stuff as you are going back upstairs. So let's take a 5-minute break. Whoa! All right, everybody back from break?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Monty? No Monty.
Got me so excited I forgot I was sick.
Hooray!
The game just crashed.
I hope not. I
All screens
refreshed
turned gray.
totally. Oh no, I refreshed completely and I got back in and I'm okay now. So if you're experiencing some lag, I would just refresh. Might take a second.
If you'd like to make a roll, please hang up and try again.
Now, I have a very important question to Tina.
Sure.
Can we gain out-of-game experience about this whole situation and ask you questions after?
Sure. I would love to answer your questions after. I may not answer all of them in a straightforward manner, but I would love to see what kind of questions you pose.
She might even lie about
Oh,
something.
she could. But
Why would I do something like that? As a storyteller, would I give away all my secrets before the end of the story? Don't be ridiculous.
It is after this arc
Mhm.
that I have questions because, yeah, you have basically put almost, it feels like it's time travel, but not really.
Time travel now. I don't do time travel. I do omens and portents and ritualistic, soul-searching endeavors that...
Yeah, that's a good question point, because it seems like this nightmare was actually we're reliving the past.
Everything happens for a reason, and that reason is there is no reason. Don't worry about it. None of this is critical, except for all of it. Congratulations. You're stuck here forever.
Yeah, you're here forever. Smile.
Now, the other thing, did you pull from something to make this story beat?
No.
Okay.
No, this is for you guys. I don't know. I mean, I watch a lot of things for inspiration.
Yes,
I
but I know there was a Critical Role one that was very much alien.
Oh, I haven't seen. I have only watched the first season of Critical Role. So if there are similarities, then I am not aware.
It was also confirmed by Matt that it was pulling from Alien, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
So
Well
it's just
then.
like one of those, did you pull from something you've seen to make this? Because
No.
I want to know what this is. Yeah.
We can talk about some of the things that inspire me. That's for sure.
Still trying to get my game to load again.
Not a problem. We'll wait.
I'm here for the ride.
Oh, I'm so in for the ride.
I don't want to ask questions. I just want to get here, find out everything I did was absolutely for nothing, and I was playing the evil guy the whole time because that just makes me sad but happy as a player.
I don't even know where I am half the time.
You're in D&D.
This isn't WoW. Raffy, you lied to me.
There is no
Excuse me?
Raffy in WoW.
Yeah. What?
I mean, you don't know that. Maybe WoW is just another dream.
I saw you stuck between scenes, Paj. I tried pulling you to this one, so it might trigger another reload. I'll give it just a second.
Yeah, I was just downloading world data. I refreshed the screen again because it went to that error thing or whatever. Like it's taking forever to download.
Yeah. I would just give it a second from here. It should resolve.
I was just stuck on that flight path out of Ouroboros, just stuck in the in-between.
Just hanging out.
Yep. Downloading world data. Please wait.
Yep. Been taking about 75 seconds things to load lately, so as I look
Jeebus.
over, so it's all my modules that are processing.
You know what will fix this? More modules.
No.
More bangers.
We do need more bangers, but I will bless
More bangers.
Paj with a banger as soon as he is loaded in. Just watching his
Also-
progress.
Also, WoW does have some mad bangers, and WoW does let you use their music.
I will say
But-
Pandaria soundtrack, son.
But Crab Rave.
Crab Rave.
Crab Rave? Do I gotta
Crab
do
Rave.
this?
Crab Rave.
The Blessed Crab Rave.
I do love me some Crab Rave.
We need the level 70 Tauren chieftains. Power of the Horde.
Yeah, those guys.
Noise Storm, Crab Rave. Okay, I'm gonna listen to that.
All right. So what
Such a
level do I
great
get
name.
Summon Gammon?
Is that a question?
Gammon.
Paj, can you log out of Forge and then re-log in for me? That has cleared up my players in my other sessions. If you
How
don't
do
mind.
I log out? Do I just close it out?
Yeah, just close it out. And then when you try and when you go to the forge/vtt.com or whatever, just log out of that and then log back in, and then just hop back into the game.
Also, Nadina,
Yeah.
you may want to check your Discord. I sent you something very important.
Sure. Let me get Paj. Make sure I get Paj in here before I get distracted. Yeah, I know, right? I know,
I don't
I
get
know,
Crab Rave.
right? You and Chody both sent me basically the same blessed thing. Ret buffs. Very
Blessed
important.
be the ret buffs.
Blessed is
Like
this
provide-
day.
Nadina, you'd be proud that when somebody in the guild was talking about, hey, they buffed Ret, and you're the first person that came to mind, and I was happy.
Hooray!
I was like, man, Nadina's gonna be a happy person. I can't wait to hear her
I'm
about it.
so excited, guys.
And I will say, Evoker's also getting buffs.
Evokers are good.
Clap. I mean,
Fire Breath and Eternity Surge are getting more damage.
Affliction, yeah.
I'm gonna get more damage on Deep Breath, and yeah, a bunch of small buffs. Not like the 40% on Crusader Strike
Yeah, right? And now it'll go from
Holy
doing
sh-
500 damage to a little bit more than 500 damage.
Crusader strike by
Now it'll
40.
do 504 damage.
Yeah, I know. Woo! Woo!
Okay.
That's
Okay,
all
Posh
right.
is loading. Good.
All right.
At least you didn't have a spell that started scaling off attack power, because that'd be sad.
That would
What
be
spell is that?
that would be weird.
In beta, there was a small warlock bug where demonic strength was scaling off of attack power and not spell power.
Damn, Chody,
That
Rain of
is
Fire
not-
by 15. Damn.
Speaking of rain, it's getting quite wet in this boat.
I
As he
don't think
will
it's getting wet. I think
climb
it's
up
getting
the
quite
stairs.
moist.
Chaos
We need to rush
has
to the
begun ensuing. As you all move up a floor, the bosuns are no longer food fighting, as they have been flung to and fro by a massive amount of seaweed-like tentacles that have burst forth from
We need to
the
go to the
northeast
you get the
wall.
deck. We don't want to get trapped down
Ah!
here. To the deck.
I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Ah, shit.
It still says game pause.
It's not. I'm gonna pause it and then unpause it. There you go.
Did I roll a 1 something? What happened?
You
there?
did. You did.
Actually,
Gim
a
rolled
point
I did not
zero
see
eight.
because your dex modifier is a -1, so you rolled a 1. -1 is 0, and your tiebreaker is 8. So, congrats on going literally last in initiative order. Massive amounts of writhing tentacles have burst forth from a couple points in the wall, causing chaos. Bosuns have been flung about. Some of them are still conscious, trying to fight off this tentacle that is wriggling around through the wall. And to you, Dreamwalkers, it looks somewhat familiar. Sindri, you're up.
Guys, are we going to try to get up, or are we fighting these tentacles here?
Do we think these tentacles are part of a larger thing?
Very much so.
We should probably kill these tentacles.
Probably. Yeah, I'm with Gim. Kill this. Hurt later.
Okay, I'm going to step out.
Can't move a moo.
Now, Mumut's not your
Eh.
turn. Do not make me enforce the not your turn add-on.
My bad. Moving back.
I'm going to target the tentacle. I'm going to roll an insight check.
What would you like to know?
Weaknesses.
It doesn't have a weakness.
Okay. I am going to look at my spell book. Yeah, I'm going to chill touch.
That'll hit. For 5 necrotic damage. Very good. You cannot regain hit
Can't
points.
regain health.
All right. The tentacle shrivels up a little bit against your chilled touch and seems to now focus on a different target. Sindri, what else are you doing with your round?
5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. I am just going to stand here and yell, "Everybody, we have to kill these tentacles before it brings down the ship."
Ah!
And that'll be my turn.
Next up, an enormous tentacle. Ah! Raffaella, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out.
That'll miss.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight on it.
That poor bosun. Jesus. What would you like to know?
I would like to know its health.
All right, one moment. There you go.
Oh lord. Alright, I'm gonna pop back over here.
Amumu, you're up.
All right, I have a question. What are the Shinborn pirate, the pirate bosoms, like? What are their actions right now? Like looking at the scene.
Weapons drawn, either prone or in various states of prone, as this thing has just burst forth from the wall. Some of them appeared to be knocked over, but they are preparing for combat. Some of them preparing to run away, depending on how
Cool.
brave they're feeling.
But they're not like they're threatening toward me, so I'm cool to go ahead and engage and not worry about getting stabbed in the back by that Shinborn pirate because he's shifty.
I will not answer your theoretical questions.
Alright, that's fine, because a Moo Smooth Brain goes in and I get to move my 30 feet, so hold on a second. Okay, I get to here. Alright, guys, there's two. I see one over to my left, and there's one ahead of me. So I am going to... attack with a javelin.
That'll hit.
That'll hit, alright.
For 8 piercing. What else are you doing,
Okay.
Amumu?
I'm gonna incite the other one that's to the west.
Okay,
This one, I'm gonna insight.
go ahead. Mm-mm.
And I know nothing, Jon Snow, and end my turn.
Very good. Next up, the enormous tentacle that has burst forth from the wall. With the javelin sticking out of it, it is very unhappy with Amumu. The enormous tentacle is quite enormous and can reach anywhere inside this room. As it slinks through the wall, it attempts to wrap around Amumu and try to drag him into the depths. That'll miss. Montgomery, you're up.
I'm going to do my best to hightail it around to see more of what's nearby. And at this position, I will grab my staff and slam it to the ground, releasing an immense amount of power and summoning an insect plague.
Ooh.
Focused on the back of the ship, causing the insects to swarm around the enormous tentacle coming out of the wall.
Very good. Roll the damage and let's see if he saves. Make a con save. Fail. And he takes the full 28 piercing damage. The tentacle... The insects begin to bite off massive parts of this seaweed-like frond, ripping it apart and tossing it all over the deck.
Get up on your feet. Secure the rest of the crew and let's get rid of this nonsense.
Montgomery, if you roll either intimidation or performance high enough to inspire a nearby bosun, they will join combat. You can do this as a bonus action. Your nearby bosun, here, is inspired. This guy. Joins combat. Yeah! Yeah, kill this thing! It can be wounded! It feels pain! Yeah, doing my part!
I'm helping.
I'm helping!
And as I back up to the wall where I knew Aquelia was, I bang on the wall and say, Aquelia, are you okay?
Yes, fine. Yep, I locked myself in here when I started seeing those big tentacles. Not my thing.
The ship's getting ripped apart. If you can help, please do.
Oh, for the love of... Coming!
And that will be it for me.
Gim, you're up.
Oh, I get a turd.
Meanwhile, down at .0008 initiative.
Let me see what's going on. I have not seen any of what's going on.
Oh, poor Gimmy's...
You're not gonna like
Wait
any
for
that are out
me,
there.
I've got
Gil.
little legs.
Yep. Guess what? It's fucking awful.
Alright. Hey, I want to encourage Bosun to get up off the ground and join the fight.
Alright, it's a bonus action, performance, or intimidation.
Either of mine are good.
Not good at that talking thing. That's good enough. What do you say to him, Gim?
Get off your lazy ass and get up and help us save this boat.
Yes, sir! There are now 2 bosuns as a part of combat.
I can see it from here, or is this thing blocking it? I can't tell.
There's a large pillar right here that
Okay,
blocks
so
your
like-
line of sight. It's like the mast.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Very good. I believe in the power of the forge.
Hold on, that didn't work right.
It didn't? Target yourself and then hit the healing button. Looks like you're targeted. There you go. Heal. Ah!
That's-
Oh, you
yeah.
you healed the plant. It's okay, I'll remove it. Boop. There, the plant is no longer healed. You're good, though.
Okay, yeah.
I have a little
And I
undo
pray to
button.
the
So.
Forge to assist us in battle. And I'm done.
Very good. Top of the round 2. Sindri, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to do an insight check.
Yeah? What would you like to know?
Resistances.
It has no resistances.
Okay, good to know. Firebolts.
Ah, a classic. That'll hit. Ooh, for 2 fire damage. You singe the tentacle's frond slightly.
And then I'm going to try to inspire the Djinn-born pirate.
Okay.
That's a performance or...
Intimidation.
Come on, get
Oh.
up and let's kill this fucking thing.
Very good. That is high enough to get the Djinn-born into initiative. Holy shit. Yes, sir! Anything else with your round, Sindri?
That is my turn.
Alright. Next up, the tentacle. Montgomery, from behind you, you feel a tentacle thwash up against your shoulder. Yes, thwash is now a word. Oh no! Is he blocked? Lies and slander. Montgomery, a 20 will hit. As the tentacle constricts around you for 18 bludgeoning damage. Make me a con save, which you succeed. You are not grappled. You manage to escape, and the tentacle slides back into the darkness. One of the bosuns gets tossed at your feet. Ah! Raffaella, you're up.
Okay. Popping out again.
That'll hit. Woo! 10 force damage. Almost done. The tentacle, being torn apart by magic and insects, is starting to retreat back into the hole that was burst into the side of the ship.
Plus the genie's wrath.
Oh yes, another 2. Forgive me, I will add that right now. Boop.
I would like to do an insight check.
What would you like to know?
I would like to know, is this an elemental?
It is not.
That will end my turn.
Next up, there is a pirate bosun that you have spurred into battle. He turns on the tentacle. Ah! He will bring the hammer to bear. Oh, this poor bastard, and misses. I'm helping. Amumu, you're up.
Alright. I'm really mad at that one that attacked Montgomery, so, actually, no. This one that tried to get me. I'm gonna finish it off. Alright, there we go. I'm going to... Yeah. Well, that hit?
Mm-hmm.
It does, thank God.
But no plus 10.
No, because I'm not in raging.
That is correct.
Normal attack.
I'm sorry the VTT is lagging, but that is enough to bring the tentacle down. You slash at the remaining fronds and sever it from the part of the ship that it was sticking out of.
Okay, I would like to... Do I get I guess an intimidation. I want to inspire all of these guys to go attack this dude over here, because that one said horrible things about our mothers.
Wow. Go on. Is that inspiring or intimidating? I don't know. Chat? Mods? Everyone? I'm confused. I want to feel it. I want to feel the intimidation. I don't want you to narrate the intimidation. Be the intimidation.
All right.
Ahem.
Get off your fucking lazy asses. That one said horrible things about your mother and said you did things with his mother. Now get the fuck over there.
Ah, yes, sir. Roll intimidation for me. No, fuck off. I'm gonna lay here. He lays here. I'm dead.
Oh, God damn it. Can I still, house rules, do I still get an insight check? Is that a bonus?
Can you see the other tentacle from where you're at?
Actually, no. I should have done it before my route, so I can't do a damn thing just like my rolls.
You can still move.
Yeah, you haven't moved yet.
No, I moved. I moved 15 feet. So
Yeah, you haven't moved your full move.
Yep. There we go. Back. Now I can see him.
Go ahead.
Come on, for once. Okay.
What would you like to know?
Health.
All right. I will show you that right now. There you go. Montgomery, you're up.
With that plant now gone, Montgomery then grabs his staff, focuses hard, jams it into the floor of the ship again, drawing more power, taking 5 of the locusts from that swarm and transforming them into giant wasps.
Ooh. Giant insect. Okay. How many giant wasps are you summoning?
I get 5.
Okay, giant wasp. 1 second. Congratulations! You now have an army of bees!
As
What
I stay
do-
under my command,
They do.
I point at the other plant that just was so kind to hit me before and leave me quite staggered. Break that down until you can't eat any more of it. Charge and do not stop until it's gone.
The wasps will obey.
I'm gonna need some help. I'm not feeling that great right now. Now I'm gonna shimmy around behind this pillar to try to give myself a little more protection. According to the spell, they should just all act on my turn to make it easy, but however you want to do it.
That's fine. Alright, Montgomery, what do you want the wasps to do?
I want them to charge at this enormous tentacle, surround it, and attack it.
Alright. See, the bee's move is 50. Oh my god, okay. I'm actually looking at these sheets for the first time.
Just when I think he's done all the spells that he has, he pulls out 5 giant wasps.
Yeah,
And
no
he's like,
shit.
oh yeah, giant wasps, alright. They all go over to the enormous tentacle and will each attempt to sting it. 1 second. This is actually pretty fucking cool. Ding! Buzz, 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 buzz. Okay. One of them hits. Tries to make a save. Fails. There are 5. That one hits. He succeeds that save. Third one. Also hits. 7 damage. Fails the save. Okay, we're on the 4th one. That misses. And the 5th one. That'll hit. For 5. Tentacle succeeds on the save. All the wasps are done, Montgomery. And the tentacle is actually starting to fall apart.
Montgomery's feeling very tired right now and could use a refresher.
Next up,
That'll be it.
there's a pirate bosun. He looks at Sindri questioningly. What should I do, boss?
Go fight the other tentacle.
Ah! He will move the 30 feet that he has. Okay. Oh my god. Gim, you're up. Gim, are you muted?
You hear me?
I can now.
Okay. All right. my
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the initiative.
friend. I'm going to fix you up a little bit, buddy. All right. And I'm just gonna stay over here and just watch. Are all these bosuns in the fight?
Not all of them. Let's see. There are... I'll see which ones are not. This one is not. This one is not. He told a Moo to fuck off. This one
How about
is.
the second mate?
The second mate is not. He's hiding under a table. The Jinborn is, and the bosun in the very back is cowering under a table.
All right. I don't have to be right next to the second mate, do I?
No, you do not.
Hey, you silly goblin, get your ass out from underneath that table. It's time to get to work.
Ah! Make me an intimidation check. Wow. Well, all right. What do you want me to do? He joins the initiative order.
Take that shotgun you had earlier and go after that tentacle. We save our ship. Hiding under this table is not going to do anything.
All right. Yeah, sure.
And I'm done.
All right. Next up, top of the round, the Jinborn pirate that you spurred into action. Is there more? Oh my god. No, there's more to the west. And he begins running down the hall. He will go the 30 feet that he can. He can't occupy the same space, so he'll go here. Oh my god, why are these bugs here? Bzz, 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 bzz. Sindri, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, bees.
I seriously can't see it?
Oh, it might be the center. Because you might need to move forward one more.
I can't because of the bosons there.
Oh, hey!
Well, if I can't go there to see it, I would... I guess go here to see it? Okay, I guess I can see it here.
Okay.
And
We make it
then
work. We make it work.
We'll do it live. And I am just going to firebolt.
Classic. It's gonna hit. For 3 fire.
And I'm going to do an insight.
What would you like to know?
Range.
The enormous tentacle can reach anywhere inside this room, but there is a caveat. So this room is essentially the room he is occupying. It ends at this bosun and this dividing wall. So the bosun, where the bosun is standing, is essentially like the literal worst spot because he could potentially get hit by both tentacles. This is essentially the row of death.
Okay, so I'm fine where I am.
He cannot hit you from there. That basically anything
Yeah.
past this line, he cannot reach.
Okay, then I will try to get up the bosun that a Mumu tried before. Nope.
Wow. Nope. I'm gonna lay here.
Okay. If you want to drown by yourself, you do that.
Oops, I think actually since I hit Montgomery here, my death line is here. So where the
Okay.
Jinborn is, because I slapped Montgomery here.
Okay, but I'm still good where I am.
Yeah, you're like the precipice of death, but I would not be past this line.
Sounds good. That is going to be the end of my turn.
Speaking of which, the enormous tentacle, surrounded by bugs and bosuns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 6 valid targets, a guy behind him. I'm just gonna roll a D. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9 valid targets. We're gonna roll a D10. We're gonna ignore the zeros. And we're gonna start from the bosun, so we're gonna hit a wasp here. The tentacle will attempt to constrict around the wasp, which will hit, crushing the bug to death. Montgomery, one of your wasps is squashed, his magic eliminated. Raffaella, you're up.
Okay. Where? I can't see that thing.
Yeah, the line of sight, I guess, is where Sindri's at. But if you step here, you risk being in range of the enormous tentacle's reach.
Could we retcon it that I moved 5 feet after?
Did you have the 5 feet to move?
Yes, I did.
I will allow it.
So we just need to not occupy this space. So we're going to
Yeah.
play
Yeah, we
dancing
need to move in and out.
dancing squares.
Yeah. As the casters are like, no, I want to peek. No, I want to peek. Ooh.
Okay.
You
Okay.
kind of push Sindri out of the way, but there's a small barrel there that you trip over, Raffaella.
Alright, I move back so somebody else can get that spot.
Next up, there is a pirate bosun who will move his 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh my god! The second mate that you roused into action will also move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going! As he cocks his shotgun. Buzz, buzz. Amumu, you're up.
Okay. Let's see if I can get back into this thing a little better. Alright, so they blocked the hallway.
Yeah, it's full of bosuns.
You can
Thanks.
walk by them.
You can.
Alright, well, let's try that.
You just cannot occupy their same space, and unless they consent.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Alright, well, I'm on top
That's
of
what I
the
call
giant
it
wasp.
these days.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I would like to rage.
As Amumu steps and crunches over the corpse of the giant wasp, he brings his axe to bear, raging against the tentacle. Okay, reckless attacking. Okay, going for the tentacle. It hits. Bring the ram to bear. Roll damage. Oh my god! Amumu takes a massive chunk out of the tentacle, and it flops to the ground lifelessly. Nice hit! Holy shit.
I can't wait till level 5 when you can do that twice.
I know.
Alright, So I would like to try to intimidate again.
I've got a good one.
Oh my god,
Yeah, give me your best shot, buddy. Hey,
Guys, we're gonna go and get the candy bars, so I need you to go this way. Thank you.
What is that even common? Mumu, are you done with your round?
I would like a insight, please.
Sure.
Shit, I have gim rolls today.
What would you like to know?
Any attacks that the tentacles have not done yet?
No, they only constrict.
Okay, alright, then I will, that will be my turn.
Bzz, bzz. Montgomery, you're up.
All right. So let's take a look here. We got. All right. Since it seems to be quite busy over there, I'm just going to shimmy my way up here. That's 10 feet. We'll do another. No, can't do it that way. 10 feet is this way? No, can't go that way. All right, never mind. In that case, we're going to come back to where I was. Oh, hang on. I'm skipping everywhere. All right. There we go. All right, so go 10 feet this way. And then 10 more this way. And then 10 more this way.
Huh?
All right. And I can't really see anything here, but at least I can be in position to start heading up unless something else happens. Calls out to his boss, do not stop until that thing is dead.
Yes, sir.
I think that's it.
Bees?
Bees.
Are all the bees doing a heckin' sting?
Bees are still under command to heck and sting until that thing stops moving. It's still moving.
All right, they are going to. There are 4 bees left. Number 1 hits. Damn, all right. For 8 piercing, and the tentacle fails its save. Another one attempts to hit. Hits? I'm so glad for these beasts. I have a lot of this automated. And he fails the save. The bees begin to eat at this tentacle, tearing apart the seaweed like fronds. There are still 2 more attacks left. That's gonna miss. Ugh. And the last one, the 4th one, hits for 7 piercing. And the tentacle dies as the bees swarm it. And they begin eating, chewing on the corpse. It is dissolved almost entirely into seaweed and unrecognizable green goo.
So up top,
All right. Every one of you little scumbags, go up top. You have to stop, save the ship. Everybody, let's go.
Oh, yes, sir.
Can you just move us all?
I can.
Yeah,
do all-
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Not a problem. 1 moment, please, as we rally the troops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What was that one in Warcraft 3? I have been chosen by that big metal hand in the sky.
We know that guy over there.
one thing, Nadina, before we top up.
Yeah.
I did have mage armor on myself from last session, I think. Or did I cast the tech?
I think you guys rested, but I don't think you've cast it since.
Well, no, because I used that to go downstairs because I teleported.
Oh, you have it up here. So let me put you
He did it sneakily.
Yeah.
put you up top. I will add it. 1 moment.
I think it is on my paper doll, but it's not on my character buff. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Let me double check in 1 second.
Oh, Doofus.
As you all get back to the top of the ship, the weather has become much, much more severe. And lightning and thunder are very audible across the sky.
Question DM, that ended the combat round, so I would lose my enrage and a reckless attack, correct?
That does end that combat round. And as we get to the top of the ship, the rest of the bosuns following behind you, the general atmosphere is tense as the rest of the bosuns clutch harpoons and anything else they can get their hands on, and they look over the sides of the ship as they have noticed their boat rocking as the tentacles pierce the wood below. They turn to you and look at you with worried eyes, looking for any sort of answer.
Let's just say, not blaming anybody here. No one's to blame. But somebody did something, and shit is fucked. Get ready to defend this ship with your lives. If you want to make any money.
What? What's going on?
Well, those tentacles belong to something. We gotta figure out where it's coming from.
We heard the ship shaking. What's down there? Is the hull okay? Are we breached?
I don't know.
There are some holes below deck. They need to be patched up, or we're going to start sinking down.
Oh, no. What should we do? Should we stay and defend, or try and patch up the ship?
Patch up the ship and then come and fight.
You can't defend a home that ain't there, son.
How many
Fix it.
bosun are shipwrights? How many of you know how to work wood? We need you down there.
Yeah, we have, two of us, yeah.
You should go down there.
Yeah, yes, sir. They will try and go under the ship. There's a bunch of people coming up, so it's rather crowded in the stairwell. But maybe they can buy you some time before the ship sinks. I don't like this.
Hey, somebody go check on the harpoon.
All right, I'll go.
The first mate looks over the railing nervously, scanning the skies. I don't see anything. I can't see a damn thing.
I grab the first mate
What?
by his shoulders. Buddy, shit is getting real. I need you to actually shoot this thing correctly. Get it together now and get ready for a fight.
Yes, okay.
Come on, let's go.
I am going to cast light on myself. And the full light.
Okay. One moment. What color would you like your light to be, Sindri?
My stereotypical green.
Get some green to it. Turn down the intensity. As Sindri casts light, giving some wave from the darkness, you see, off the bow of the ship, something dark in the water. And as it comes closer to the surface, you can hear something breaching behind you first. Another enormous tentacle.
Montgomery taps his staff on the floor of the deck, summoning the 4 remaining wasps to his location.
Let me get your wasps, sir.
I've been meaning to ask you, Mr. Montgomery, you got any other zoo animals you got hiding around with the shillelagh staff that, might come in handy?
I'm going to be honest with you at this point. I've got a couple more tricks, but Water and me do not get along too well.
Moo, just grab your axe. It's time to start chopping some trees, some tentacles.
Oh, I'm ready.
Out of the south, breaching the bottom of the ship, a massive toad-like structure. Thick scales and a massive pointy mouth, covered in massive tentacles, covered in fronds, familiar things that have been breaching the hulls of the ship. The old toad god, Yananed, rises to the surface.
Holy baby yog.
For a surprise, boys.
You have awoken me.
Before we get into everything, however, it's 7 o'clock. And you will face Yananed Doofus next week.
Aww.
That was a good banger, though. That'll be our banger next week.
That was a cool voice. That was a cool voice. That was cool.
All right.
Well,
what
wasps
the hell?
away. Doofus,
You know what I thought?
what's up?
You know, we should have done? Probably got those elves to summon some dragons to help us, which we should have done.
That was an idea.
That is a good idea. That is an idea.
Where the hell were you an hour and a half ago?
Hey, I can't talk to him like that. I don't know.
They were
He's
speaking
sick. Leave him
common.
alone.
I know. They said they were weak, and I didn't think about it. It's too late now.
Oh no. Well, as
Yeah.
the Doofus summoning the essence of the old toad god from the depths, well, has allowed the soul of this god to permeate his and allow for his return. Oh, poor, stupid Noel. How will you be able to quench this nightmare? We'll see. But you gotta survive next week. You guys have fun?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How close was I to killing him?
The killing.
Doofus.
Jerk.
You were very close. Actually, very close.
Okay. I was trying to get him to stop blowing the conch shell to avoid this scenario.
We were gonna blow the conch shell anyway.
Well, like we had
Yeah.
food on us.
You didn't have to blow up Doofus.
But we wanted to be prepared when we do it, not have to rush up while this is going on.
Bro, we are always prepared.
Goddamn violent ass fucking lizard people.
Well, that is the end of today's session. We'll have some good battle with Montgomery and his wasp army. Hopefully, Amumu hitting like that next time, and maybe your first mate will actually hit something with the ballista next week.
Thanks for drinking.
Oh, one question. Those guys, the second mate and all them, are they coming up?
They are coming up, but they will join combat after the first round of combat because they have travel time and whatnot.
Okay, cool.
Wasp gang.
We'll see everybody.
Wasp
Mañana.
gang.
Are you going to be on tomorrow, Paj?
Well, I'll definitely come on for a little while tomorrow.
Okay, good.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody. Feel better, Paj. I'll see you guys online.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good night,
I
guys.
missed you, Nadine. I hadn't seen you all
Good night.
week.
I
Good
have
to
been
see you
prepping.
tonight.
I'm gonna be on right now.
I'm
Busy
going to
week.
bed. So hopefully I will
going to
see you
bed.
tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Good night.
All right,
I got
good
the
night.
roll.
Later.
Peace out.
Later.
Good night.
All right, that's it. Woo! Oh my gosh, I was scratching my neck and my head got stuck. That's it for reflection today. Off light screen. Whoa, transition. Thanks for watching. Catch the VODs over on YouTube. Watch us live on Twitch. And catch shorts and funny moments over on Twitter and over on TikTok. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Thank you guys. Thank you, Epicator. Thank you, Chody, for hanging out. Nukiyashi. Yeah, the ballista will never hit, guaranteed. 100%. Will never, ever hit. Thanks for the game. Thank you for watching. Doofus did it. Doofus did blow the conch. It was kind of planted for him, unfortunately, but, you know, he was just a boy. He was just an innocent lad. I love the bees. I was like, do I have a giant wasp token? Damn right I do. Damn right I do. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. And have a good weekend.